And then, what's your name, ma'am?
I'm the authorized representative for Tracy Moore, one of the occupants.
Tracy Moore, occupant. Were you formerly known as Tracy Moore?
Well, you can say yeah.
Okay.
What is this? Just wait, something cool's gonna happen.
And welcome to Facts or Frauds.
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors.
HP Foreclosure Solutions, LLC versus Occupants, case number 122-33511. Yeah, occupant.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. That's Tracy Moore.
I believe so. For the record, for the plaintiff, Kelling, P7827.
All right, and you all have switched tables.
Oh, backwards. Thank you.
And Ms. Moore, tell us your name.
For the record, I'm here on special visitation.
Okay.
For that name. I'm not here as myself. I'm kind of doing different things.
Well, you've been known as Tracy Moore.
Yeah, but
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, Judge, if we're gonna play this game, I'm asked for a default enter now. I can't do that. I'm just saying.
Well, oh wait.
So, ma'am,
Who was this comment? I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
he was saying that if you're not Tracy Moore, occupant, and there's no other occupants here.
Well, I'm not an occupant. I'm here because this is my home. You know, and it's a consumer good, and it's
a consumer good.
Yeah, it's my home. It's where I live.
Well,
I have more than one interest.
What are you getting consumer good from them? You don't
Well,
UCC?
No.
What's in that? Because a home is not a consumer good.
It is. It's where I live. It's an essential consumer good. Yeah. Because it's where I live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I lay my head.
So what is your name?
Just say I'm here on behalf of.
You can't be here on behalf of anybody unless you're a lawyer.
Well,
the lawyers are the only people that can come on behalf of someone.
Why though?
What?
Yeah, I mean, why? How?
That's the rules.
Somebody.
Okay. You know, and occasionally, if you might have some kind of court order for guardianship or something, you know, you might be able to appear that way, but otherwise, no.
Well, again, I'm here on special visitation.
And what's a special visitation? Who are you visiting?
Well, I'm visiting here, but
okay.
I'm not. I don't know about the not.
Okay, well, we need to have some occupants or Tracy Moore. We don't have occupants of Tracy Moore. He's right. There's nobody here because you cannot appear on behalf of somebody.
Well, I'm here. I'm not appearing. I can't appear. I'm not a ghost. I'm a real woman. I'm a natural person.
Well, ma'am, I don't know what you mean. We're looking for the real person, woman, natural person of Tracy Moore. Where is she?
But she can be her.
She what?
She can be here.
But where is she? Because if she's not here, and we don't have anybody else that occupy the premises that are at issue, then he's entitled to a default judgment because nobody's here.
No, I'm here and.
Well, who are you? You keep saying you're on behalf of somebody. I don't even know who you are. The case just says occupants. We had somebody named Tracy came before.
Beneficiary?
But what?
Can we put beneficiary?
Can you be a beneficiary?
Yeah.
No, you have to be the person that's occupying the premises. There's got to be somebody that's inside living in the premises here. And nobody's here.
Well, I am
except the lawyer.
I'm living.
Yeah, but who are you?
I'll tell you that I can be Tracy.
You tell me you can't.
Yeah, I can. I'll be Tracy.
Are you Tracy for this purposes? Tracy Moore.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right, Tracy Moore.
Okay. Fantastic. Your Honor, this has to do with a foreclosure of residential real property located at in the city of Beverly Hills within this court's jurisdiction. There was a foreclosure sale that commenced on January 10th of 2023, with a redemption period expiring July 10th of 2023. This case was subsequently filed for possession of the property because the redemptive amount was not tendered to HP Foreclosure Solution, redeeming the property.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Callahan. I hate to ask you this. Sorry.
Yes.
Can you start over again? The foreclosure was when?
In January 10th of 2023.
So this year, okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The redemption period is 6 months.
Yes.
That was July 10th of 2023.
Yes.
No redemptive amount was made by Tracy Moore or anybody representing Tracy Moore.
It was refused. Excuse me.
Your Honor, no redemption amount was tendered to my client. And this case was subsequently filed in August of 2023. And here we are. I have received from the person stating for the purposes of this hearing to be Tracy Moore, I don't know what this is, a notice of payment of $153,749.97. It's clear on the face that it's not a check. It was not tendered. When I asked the young lady standing next to me if that amount was paid, she stated that no amount was paid. Because
What is it that she gave you?
I don't know. It's a notice of payment under, as defined by 12 CFR section 229.2 sub U, which is a non-negotiable instrument apparently, but it's not a check. So no money has been tendered.
Okay.
There's a series of IRS filings that are not applicable to anything at all. I don't know if that was filed with the court, but the crux of this is that the redemption was not paid, was not tendered to my client. My client has title vested 100%, and they're seeking possession at this point.
Was there a dispute as to this?
Yeah, it's a dispute. It's my home.
Okay, well,
I'm in there.
what is your dispute?
Where is the contract that I have with them, with HP? I'm not a tenant. I've been there for 8 years. I have invested, more than invested interest in the home. It was foreclosed unlawfully. And I'm in the process of filing a court case on this. I know I'm behind schedule on this.
I don't know what the schedule for that is. I
Yeah.
can say this though, that I do have a sheriff's deed from January of 2023 listing some property that, let's see, was being foreclosed on.
That, yeah, unlawfully.
149,388.68. Let's see, when was the sale? That was on the
The
10th.
sale was
The
July 10th, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well, the
payment-
redemption period was over on July 10th. And so it was published in the legal news.
Published something too, some things, and I don't have it with me.
It seems to me, Your Honor, that the lady standing to my right is trying to challenge the foreclosure, and that time period has well passed, and this is not the court to do
Yeah,
that.
that we're in the wrong court.
No, we're not, Your Honor.
Yeah, because I'm not a tenant. I'm a
Okay,
owner.
well, that's just the characterization of landlord and tenant. But it's
There's
for
no
anybody
contract.
that's in premises where they don't have the right to possess them. They can come here. And the right to possess is based upon who has the deed, basically. And in this case, they're saying they got a sheriff's deed because the property was properly, they claim properly foreclosed
No,
upon.
it was
If you're
not.
challenging the foreclosure. I don't know what you're claiming that's wrong with the foreclosure.
Well, the note was separated from the mortgage, number one, and you can't do that.
Okay.
And Your Honor,
That's against the law.
when you purchase a home, there is a promissory note and there's a deed that is provided. Those are two separate and distinct things. We are not discussing that. We are discussing whether or not my client has the legal right to possession of this property, and that there is no defense.
There is a defense.
Well, ma'am, you say you filed another case about
Yeah,
to quiet this title because you believe something is wrong with
Oh,
it?
yeah, no, I'm not a believe, I have proof. I have
So where's the other case pending?
that's what I was trying to get down there to file it, I just haven't made it. But I will be there this week for sure.
Because right now, all I have is what they provided to me.
And
I didn't send you a copy of what I had sent them when I tendered the payment and they sent it back.
But ma'am, I don't know what you mean by payment. He says it wasn't a check. What was it?
Okay, it was a negotiable instrument that could have been used as a check, but it was.
Well, what was behind it? What kind of negotiable instrument?
Well, it was connected to the treasury.
Your Honor, may I approach?
The treasury? Like the US Treasury?
It were the Michigan treasury, not the big one.
I would ask, is this what you're?
Yeah,
piece of
that's,
paper?
yeah, no, it's part of it.
I'm holding in my hand a document that said this is a non-cash item, not a check on the top. And may I approach, Your Honor, so you can take a look? This is what we're discussing.
Okay. I don't know what this is. It's got some numbers on it.
It's not drawn from a bank. It's not a check.
It was gonna be drawn. from-
Payable through Tracy Moore and done in good faith. That's her address. It says it's paid to HP Foreclosure. And then it
Yeah,
has
one-
United States Treasury,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania
one-
Avenue,
cool.
real property for set off an adjustment. And is signed by Miss Moore without recourse. This says void where prohibited. Non-cash item per 12 CFR subsection 229.2 U1, 2, and 4. And it says here, this is a non-cash item as defined by that section I just said of CFR and issued according to 12 CFR 229.2 K3 and 4. Non-cash item means an item that would otherwise be a check, except that a passbook, certification, or other document is attached or is accompanied by special instructions as a request for special advice on payment or dishonor, or it has not been pre-printed or post-encoded in magnetic ink with the routing number of the paying bank.
I believe, in other words, it's a piece of paper. It's not.
A negotiable demand draft by the US Treasury, a demand draft drawn on the
Same
state
thing.
government or unit of general local government that's not payable through a bank. Okay, I mean, you just, I don't know what this is, but you said that no money accompanied this. So, and this was, I don't know when it was dated, June 10th.
Mhm. It was within the time period,
But,
but they held it and then.
well, let me ask you
They
this,
sent it back.
where were they supposed to cash this?
Well, they would have sent everything to the treasury. It was all the original, was everything. All they had to do was just send it to the treasury.
And the treasury has $153,749.97 that belongs to you, that then they were just gonna pay to them.
Yes,
Okay. I don't see how that could happen.
well, mean, we wouldn't know because they sent it back.
Because my client can't do anything with that.
Well, when I called, why didn't they say that? They held it for 2 weeks.
They don't
And
need to do
then-
anything with that. It's not a payment. If there was a payment, they would have to accept that payment. There was no payment.
So, other than your issues thinking that something's wrong with the foreclosure itself.
Oh, yeah, I had a securitization audit done.
Okay.
And it shows it, and
Well, ma'am,
I
I guess my question is this. If I'm gonna have a trial, which is what today's date was originally scheduled for, I just see some real question of fact. I'm not exactly seeing it. I got a sheriff's deed, and I know it's a redemption period of 6 months. You got this, which is, to my knowledge, not any type of cash item. And I don't see how where they would take it to even try to remit or cash it. I mean, it's like I did. I don't know where you got it from, but it says the document has a background and micro printing, and there's an artificial watermark on the reverse side. I have no idea where you got this and how they were supposed to cash it.
just needed to send it in. And I would like to know, how do they have title if I'm living in the home? I thought 9/10 of it was possession.
I don't know what that means either. I can tell you that they went through what is known to be a valid process in Michigan, which is a foreclosure by advertisement.
That is so not constitutional. And that was why I had brought up your oath also, to kind of make sure that I got a little help, because you took an oath to uphold the Constitution. And
And I'm very fully willing and able and capable of doing that. But where's the constitutional issue here?
well, that's
This is a matter of Michigan statute.
no, but it's not a law. Statutes are not laws.
Okay, well, then what are they?
What do you mean, what are they?
If they're not laws, what they're on the
They're
book,
not.
they're on the
not
books as
God's
laws in
but
this
they're not
state.
God's
So I'm
laws.
not sure if they're not laws to you, what are they?
No, I mean, they're laws in a sense, but not laws by the Constitution. They're not laws made from Congress. Congress makes the
Well,
law.
ma'am, there's federal law and there's state
Yes,
law.
yes, but
But
state comes from the federal.
no, it doesn't. What do you mean it comes
Yeah,
from
but
it?
not-
Do you realize you got 50 sovereign states here that can do their own thing,
Correct.
separate and aside from what the federal government does? And they do it all the time, all the time. What they can't do is something that is a constitutional violation of their state constitution or the federal constitution. I don't see what this is a violation
Wait, who?
of a constitution. Just to foreclose on property when the bill hasn't been paid.
But it was foreclosed unlawfully from Huntington. They didn't have a right to foreclose. They separated the note. And that's a known fact. They never recorded the note. They recorded the mortgage. And you're not supposed to do that. That's what part of the affidavit said on the man, the gentleman that did the audit for me. That is not lawful.
Your Honor, if that's the case, there was plenty of time to challenge that in the circuit court. This is not the forum for that. The time has lapsed for that to be challenged.
No, it's fraud. It's always a challenge in fraud.
You know,
That's why-
I've got some case law somewhere on the fact that, you know, the time to challenge these kinds of things in the foreclosure would be during the time that you have redemption. It would be at the circuit court. I mean, at this point, the redemption period is over, but if there's something that went wrong with it, the circuit court could rule on it, but you don't even have a case there.
Or I will. I'm working on it.
Well, ordinarily, I mean, this would be the trial date, but I just don't see where the issue of fact is that would require us to actually have a trial in this instance.
What I'm asking you, can you give us a trial date, please?
This is the trial date.
Oh, okay, I just misunderstood you.
Yeah, this is the trial date. And of course, I'd have him call witnesses if I thought it was necessary, but I don't see where it's necessary. I mean, all the documentation he has looks good, and you don't have any documentation that says this is not good, except for your statements that you believe are accurate. And if you wanted to file something, you have plenty of time to file something, Ms. Moore, to challenge this in the proper court. This court just says, was there a proper foreclosure? Did they follow? There's just a process, there's procedures, when they file it, they have to give certain notice, do certain things, give a redemption time.
They still didn't do that properly.
Well, what didn't they do?
Well, they were supposed to have served me and they didn't. They
Served you or what?
Served me of the first paperwork. They were sticking stuff on.
So you say it was never noticed in any kind of way? It wasn't tacked?
No, I'm not saying never, but I wasn't personally served.
You don't have to be personally served if they can't find you personally. They have alternate means to tack and do things.
They didn't really. But still, this.
Did you want
this
to add
case-
something to that?
No, Your Honor, I'm just asking for a judgment to issue provided until December 7th for all occupants of the residential real property at one.
Wait.
Okay, well, the court is constrained to have to grant his relief because they don't see the issue of fact here for trial. It appears based upon the review of all the documentation that's been provided that there was a valid foreclosure sale, redemption period has passed. There was some type of something proffered that doesn't appear to be known legal tender for the, I guess, the redemption amount. And if there is any question about the foreclosure itself or the validity of this tender, I think at this point should have been litigated at the circuit court. So I'll go ahead and give the judgment of possession for the plaintiff.
I object.
Yeah, and you'll have, after I sign this judgment, you'll have 10 days to file an appeal. The writ date will be, if I have the judgment today, it's gonna be December 7th. And that's the appeal date.
Thank you, Mayor Pro.
It's not a new form with the silly box on the top. I don't know if you want me to get a new judgment form or just.
What's missing?
There's the new scale form has a box that says Your Honor agrees and feels that this is fair. That's the only real difference between them. So I don't know.
Well, we have
what scale's doing. So
We have a lot of these, so I guess I agree because I'm signing. it.
exactly. That's my point. But thank you, Jerry.
Okay. So if you're going to appeal, you need to do it before December the 7th.
Yes, I will be appealing.
Okay. All right, and you might want to give this back to her. Who's ever it is. Oh. Yeah, I conclude the matter.
If you want a copy of this, it'll be downstairs at window number 4.
Okay, thanks.
You can't fix stupid.
And thanks for joining us on Facts or Frauds. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, you're subscribed, and ring that bell for notifications so the next time I premiere a video, you can be in the live chat with everyone else and leave a comment in the comment section, tell them what you think. And a huge thank you to our channel members Robert Morley, Andy, Chris Kelling, Goddess of Truth, Pedro, CW1960, Existential Angst, Pat's Cats, Butcher Bird, Westside Girl Reacts, Jason Heaton, and Buddy Parker. If you'd like to become a member, just hit that join button right next to subscribe or click on the link in the description. And if you're still hanging around, thank you. I appreciate you all. Why not hit that thumbs up button? subscribe, and ring that bell. And also leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think. If you'd like to support the channel, hit that super thanks button. Until next time, I'll see you soon.